Hello. Thank you for joining me for Veg with Lisa Live. I am definitely Lisa. This is obviously live by the state of my messy kitchen. And today I am going to show you how to make a magical superfood smoothie that's got a really awesome veg in it. And I'm also going to talk just a teeny weeny little bit about the truth about smoothies. So before I get started, please type in the comments, say hi, let me know that you're here, that you can see me, that you can hear me, and answer this question. Do you think smoothies are a yay or a nay? I truly want to know what you think. Okay, so before we dive right into this smoothie making, this smoothie is from my upcoming Nourish and Energize Spring Reset. And hi, Rob. And I'm going to type the link to the wait list in the comments. It starts in just a couple of weeks. And isn't it an amazing time for some spring cleaning? I think so. This recipe is part of the program. And as a sneak peek into the reset, if you want the actual recipe, I've got it all in a nice little pretty PDF. Shoot me a message or type that in the comments and I'll send it your way. Okay, but let's get started. First of all, this is a blueberry superfood smoothie. And one of the things that I really, love about smoothies is that they're really great in a pinch. Like today, it's a SHIT show around here. You ever have those days? And sometimes you just don't have time to make like a proper breakfast or snack or whatever, but it can be really easy to throw things into a high-speed blender or a Vitamix. I have Vitamix. It's really worth the investment, in my opinion, in your kitchen. So let's get started. Second reason I love smoothies is because one, they're easy and convenient and super simple. And two, it can be really a great resource or vehicle, if you will, to throw all kinds. Hi, Rob. Lisa's good today. She's feeling very energized. Thank you. It's a great way to get a whole bunch of superfood in one serving. One meal, one serving, one cup, however you want to spice it up. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, I use frozen bananas a lot in smoothies, and one myth bust: bananas do not make you fat. Peel and freeze your bananas ahead of time. You can see I did that. This is still frozen. They make your smoothies nice and creamy. And remember, bananas do not make you fat. This is a blueberry smoothie, so I've got some blueberries that were also in the freezer. You could use fresh blueberries. It's about to be fresh blueberry time here. My blueberry bush in the front yard is getting leaves on it. That's so exciting. Then, non-dairy milk. I'm going to use good old-fashioned unsweetened soy milk because I love soy milk for its protein content. 1 cup of soy milk has 9 grams of protein. Ask me where I get my protein. I milk a soybean. Now, I love this Trader Joe's. You don't have to buy it, but here's why. It's water and organic soybeans. Jenny and Gail, hello. Weigh in. What do you think about smoothies? So whatever kind of non-dairy milk. Cousin Mildred all the way from Wales. Oh my gosh, do you all make smoothies in Wales? No matter what kind of non-dairy milk you use, or if you use dairy, that's up to you. But if you're using non-dairy milk, remember, you got to make sure you read your labels because they are often contaminated with all kinds of undesirable ingredients. Mildred, it's been a minute. I apologize. The ball's in my court. Love this one from Trader Joe's, and it's really affordable as well. Okay, so in my blender, I've got a Vitamix. In your high-speed blender, so far I've got a frozen banana. I've got frozen blueberries. You can use fresh ones. I've got a cup of, I like unsweetened, non-dairy, unsweetened soy milk for its protein content. What else? Oh, I promised you there was some veg going into this smoothie. A big old handful of spinach. Yes, we know spinach is so good for us. Popeye tells us so. And now, you can put protein powder in your smoothies. I don't think most of us need it. I prefer to go with whole food protein. So I'm going to throw in some raw almonds. Make sure they're raw. And then this is one of the great things about smoothies. You can toss in all kinds of superfoods. This is cacao. Yes, cacao is a superfood. And this is maca powder. If you don't know about maca powder, don't worry if you don't have it, but it's worth looking into. It's a Peruvian superfood. It's actually a cruciferous vegetable that's grown in the Andes. And then they pick it and they dry it and they ground it. It's got a ton of benefits. It's said to be great for sexual health, for menopausal symptoms. It's got small amounts of protein, lots of antioxidants. So I like to throw it in when I can. Again, smoothies are really great for just kind of sneaking a whole bunch of stuff in. Now, what is the controversy about smoothies, if there is one? I think that there is. They're not good for everybody. They're convenient, they're good in a pinch, they're a great way to throw in a whole bunch of superfoods. But if you're trying to lose weight or if you need to control your blood sugar, I don't recommend them. I don't recommend them. Maybe just, occasionally. Oh my gosh, Zena. We have somebody tuning in from Wales. We have somebody tuning in from Finland. And Jenny, I assume you're tuning in from the US. I know Rob's tuning in from the front porch. Welcome. If you're trying to control your weight or your blood pressure, the thing about smoothies is even if you put veg and whole foods in them, they can be like a big old sugar bomb because all of the ingredients have already been ground up, which is one step in controlling blood sugar. When we eat, we chew, and then our stomach has to digest it. You can kind of think of smoothies as a pre-digested food, sorry to say, but it's okay once in a while. But again, if you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to control your blood sugar, maybe not so much. And by the way, don't go through that Smoothie King. Well, you can go to Smoothie King if you want. But the other thing that I get concerned about smoothies is they can be like a whole lot of calories in one serving, right? So again, just something to be mindful of. Okay, so I've got a frozen banana. I've got blueberries. I've got a cup of unsweetened, I like soy milk. You can use any kind of milk you want. I've got spinach. I've got superfood powders, cacao, which is just real raw cocoa, unsweetened. I've got maca. Then I'm also going to pour in just a drop of vanilla. I don't put a drop of vanilla into almost all of my smoothies because I think it makes them taste extra smooth and silky and decadent. And then a pinch of salt, just a pinch, not too much. And then I'm going to turn on my blender here. Wow! Okay. I love it. I love it so much. Now let me show you how beautiful this is. And if you want to, you can pour it into a very fancy smancy. Look at this. It looks like a milkshake and it tastes like one too. Okay, pour it into your glass and then find yourself a straw. It is absolutely delicious. Slurp slowly, lest you get an ice cream head cake. Headache. So smoothies, yay or nay, what do you think? It's kind of hard to beat all of these superfoods, but remember, there are certain conditions for which smoothies are not good for everybody. So if you're not sure, give me a shout and I'll help you decide. Check out my Nourish and Energize Reset later this month. I'll type the link to the waitlist in the comments. And if you want a really pretty PDF of this recipe, let me know that too, and I'll send it your way. In the meantime, thank you for joining me for Veg with Lisa Live. Yes, Mildred, great for a nice little treat. I agree. See you next time.